Hey, I'm November and I'm here to help you make a flashlight in Unity. The first one we're gonna make is a simple flashlight, and the other one is a flashlight which works with the batteries and you can change the batteries. Before we get started, we need some assets to download. The first one is a character controller. If you don't have one, you can download one from the Unity Assets Store. I suggest modular first-person controller. It's easy to use. And the other thing we need is electric torch. We don't need the flashlight model. I need something else from this asset, and I tell you later. The other thing we need is battery model if you want to build a flashlight with batteries. If not, there's no need to download this one. First, we are going to delete the directional light, and then rendering, lightning, and in the environment tab, in the default skybox material, we delete it. And now our scene is completely dark. We can see the flashlights better. And now we should go to modular first person controller folder, and then we bring the first person controller prefab, and then we activate the mesh renderer. And then what we're gonna do is we go to prefab and unpack completely. Then in the player camera, we're gonna add a light component. It should be the player camera, not the first person controller. Otherwise, it doesn't work correct. And then we increase the spot angle, we increase the intensity, and then we change the shadow type to soft shadow. And that's it. Everything is okay. And then we're gonna create a script called flashlight. And we're going to open it. Private bool is on to check if the flashlight is on or off, and private light flashlight, and a sort of a red flashlight get component light, and update method we check if the F button pressed, then what should happen is on value should change. It means that if it's true, it goes false, and if it's false, it goes true, and then light dot enabled equals to new value is on. And that's it. Let's see if it works correct. But before testing, let's show you the cookie lights. The cookie lights are kind of textures that make your light look better. For that, we should go to Asset and Electric Torch and Cookie Light. You can see here there are different kinds of cookie lights. We go to our light components, and we have a part is cookie. We assign the textures to it, and you can see our light now is look different. You can try different textures and see which one you like. I prefer this one. And that's it. I think our flashlight is ready. Let's try it. And you see it works correct. I press F, it turns on and off. I rotate and it rotates correct. Everything is work correct. I think I forgot something. The flashlight is always on when I press play, so let's make the light component off to make sure it's always off when we start, or maybe something better. Let's make it on, and we go to the start method, flashlight dot enabled false. Now we are sure that the flashlight is always off when we press play. That's it for the simple flashlight. Now let's create a flashlight that works with the batteries. We go to the battery folder, we bring it to the scene, and make it bigger. 500 by 500 by 500. And we press Ctrl D to duplicate it. And let's create a material for it and call it battery. But the problem is that we have a roughness texture and our material doesn't have a roughness slot for it. So we change the standard shader to Autodesk Interactive Shader. And now, as you can see, we have roughness texture. And now we assign all the textures. And then to the batteries. We go prefab, unpack completely. You don't have to do this. And then we create a new tag and name it battery. And we change all the batteries tags to battery. And we create a script and call it battery connector. And we open it. Public TextMesh Pro batteries. We want to create a TextMesh Pro to see the number of batteries we have. And public int remaining batteries. And we create a function private void update battery UI. Text, we change the name battery to text, and then text.text batteries plus remaining batteries. When this function calls, the number of batteries gets updated. And update method raycast hit it. We use raycast to detect the batteries. But what is raycast? Raycast is a technique used to determine the objects within a scene by projecting an invisible ray from a specific point and a specific direction. The purpose is to determine whether the ray is intersecting with other objects and get information about that object. If physics.raycast camera.main.transform.position the origin point, and then camera.main.transform.forward the direction, and out it, and 2 for the length. If it.transform.compare is battery, if our game object has a battery tag, then remaining batteries plus 1. And we call the update battery UI and hit.transform.gameObject.set active false to make it disappear. And in flashlight script, private float flashlight charge time, the time that every battery charges the flashlight, and private float flashlight remaining time. how much time does our battery have to turn off before it turns off. And in update method, if flashlight remaining time is greater than 0 and if it's on, then flashlight remaining time decreasing every second, else flashlight dot enabled is false and is on should be false. If input dot get key down key code dot r for reloading the flashlight, and what should this be? Battery collector. Oh, we don't have access to battery collector scripts, so we write battery public battery collector, and now we can access the battery collector script. Battery collector dot remaining batteries. If it's greater than 0, then battery collector dot remaining batteries is -1, and our flashlight should be charged now. So, before that we update the whatever. Our update battery UI was private. We changed it to public. Now battery collector dot update battery UI, we call the function, and now our flashlight remaining time should be flashlight charge time. Our flashlight is now full. And then we create a TextMesh Pro. If you don't have here, you can install it from package manager. We name it number of batteries. We bring it to the up left. And we assign the number of batteries to first-person controller. No, to battery collector. And the first-person to battery collector. And now you can see if when I press F, the flashlight turns on for a fraction of second. We should go to the flashlight script. If input that get key up key code dot f, and we should also check flashlight remaining time is greater than 0. And also for the raycast to work, all the batteries should have a box collider too. Now let's press play. I press F and nothing happens. So it fixed. And I go to the batteries. It takes the batteries. My batteries numbers is updated. I press R and my batteries are decreasing. It works correct, but when I press F, it doesn't turn on. Where's the problem? Something is wrong. My flashlight charge time didn't have a value, so it was 0. I changed it to 6. And for the battery collector, it's better to call the update battery UI in start method. And also I don't want to take all the batteries by just looking. So input.get key down key code.e. Press play. I press F, nothing happens. I go to the batteries, press E, I take the batteries. I press F, nothing happens again. I press R, I reload my flashlight. Now I press off and my flashlight turns on, and after 6 seconds it turns off. Again I press R and I press F and everything works great. That's it for this tutorial. If you liked it, please like and subscribe, and see you in the next video.